Hello my dear students, welcome to one more amazing session from Infinity Learn NEET YouTube channel. This is Suresh, faculty of chemistry. आज हम चर्चा करने वाले हैं simple tricks to crack NEET chemistry questions. Right? Hi my dear students who are online, please like the session and share with your friends. So you guys are preparing for your NEET examination to enter into Dream Medical College. We are here from Infinity Learn NEET YouTube channel giving you the best guidelines and the best sessions for the students preparing for NEET examination. आज हम चर्चा करने वाले हैं simple tricks to crack NEET examination questions. So you prepare well, dumps of reactions, dumps of concepts you are preparing. When it comes to examination, अचानक से questions देखा, एक question crack करना कैसे है? That is the motto of today's session. So, my dear students, I Kaur and Goswami and all students chatting before I come to the class and copying one another emojis and all and chilling out in the class, and let us chill with your tricks in the chemistry. We collected a collection of organic chemistry and inorganic chemistry and physical chemistry. So, when the question comes in the examination all of a sudden, how to handle these questions? That is the key point to enter into a medical examination, medical entrance examination. Right? Students, hello Kaur, no worries, nobody is copying your emojis, and take a pen and paper and copy our tricks and tips that is given. So I want to say, when a question is given, you are entering into the question and trying to crack it. If you take more than a minute or a 1.5 minutes, there is an alarm that you may do a wrong thing. Let the concept to be so vast. How to handle the questions in a simplest way. That is the key point to enter into the examination. And without delay, we'll do it. And take a pen and paper, write the key noteworthy points. And also, you can ask doubts by using a chat box, and you can discuss the doubts, and if you have any other doubts during the class, you can use the chat box and you can ask. And you can mention anything you require in the comment box. Please like this session and share with your friends. इन लोगों को भी फायदा होना चाहिए, and subscribe to Infinity Learn NEET YouTube channel ताकि आपको पता चलेगा आगे क्लास का शेड्यूल क्या होगा, क्या पढ़ाना है. Okay, so in these tricks, so I want to give you minimum 30 questions in today's class, fundamental questions. But question का approach करना कैसे, that we will discuss it, right? So students, come on, let us start the question number 1. Ready? Once everybody thumbs up and fire emoji so that we can start the class. Hello Goswami and Kaur and Akshat Goswami. Come on, everybody. क्वांटम केमिस्ट्री कैसे करना टिप्स चाहिए आपको? So students are randomly asking doubts. I am going through the doubts and all. Hi Jack. So let's start the question number 1. आज के लिए पेश कर रहा हूं. Yes, this is a question. When initial concentration of a reactant is doubled, the half-life of a zero order reaction will be. So by looking at this, you can say this question is from chemical kinetics and zero order. Immediately when you see the zero order, it is asking about half-life of a zero order. So half-life is a time required to consume half of the reactant. So two major integrated expressions that require, we have the first order, you have the zero order. For zero order बच्चों, T half is equal to A naught by 2K. For the first order, AFMC, Sunny Kumar Chaube, you want to go for AFMC, clear your NEET examination, and you have the first order reaction. So T half is equal to 0.693 by K. So you see T half is independent for the first order. So T half is directly proportional to the first order. So as the T half is directly proportional to the initial concentration, A naught stands for initial concentration. I want to say this is a initial concentration, and T half, it is going to, as initial concentration बढ़ते जाते हैं, T half भी बढ़ जाता है, and the initial concentration reactant is double. T half भी double होना चाहिए इसका हिसाब से, so that I would say it will be doubled. So आज हम चर्चा करने वाला है, ये जो क्वेश्चन है, क्वेश्चन ऐसा आना के नहीं है, so it can be asked for the first order as well. That is the reason why simple technique I want to give you. So I want to give you the simple technique. So this is the formula and this is the formula. Bachcho, keep a formula sheet with you and you just apply that formula. Only 4 marks will be yours. 4 marks will be yours, right? It is so costly. If you do a question correct, you are going to get +4. If you do a wrong, -1. That cost is 5 marks. So you did not get the +4. So you lost 1 mark. So your loss accountability is 5 marks. If you do a correct answer, your accountability is +4. So like that you have to append your score. So let us see zero order का कहानी कैसे जाना है. So this is the zero order graph. So reaction rate is independent on the initial concentration. You are going to get a straight line parallel to the x-axis. And you will be given a particular graph, and which of the following is true in the case of the zero order reaction? Any one of the graph can be your answer. Jack, hi, chemistry is, sir, quantum chemistry kaise karna? Quantum chemistry is different. Quantum mechanical approach of an atom is different. So we will be having a questions based on quantum mechanical approach as well. Okay, Sunny Kumar Chaube, you want to go to AFMC? All the best. Follow our lessons and follow our tricks and tips. And moving ahead here, bacho, rate, reactant concentration and the time, you are going to get concentration versus time. You are going to get a straight line with a negative slope. Slope is going to be -K. And it appears like a first order. I also want to show you the first order graph. You can see half-life and initial concentration. Half-life for the zero order kinetics is equal to T half is equal to A naught by 2K. So that slope is going to be 1 by 2K, a straight line passes through the origin. So you may be a mathematics or may not be a mathematics 1, but you can still follow the slopes. What could be the slope of the graph? That kind of questions are very important. You can do it. All the best. And if you have any doubts as far as this graph is concerned, you can ask in the chat box. And moving ahead to the another question. So plot of a half-lives for the initial concentration for the various orders are given. You can use this trick and you can directly go ahead with this. And in this, my dear students, in this you can say zero order and first order and the T half and zero order, it is going to be directly, it is going to be T half directly proportional, so that you are going to get a straight line. And the first order you can say T half is equal to 0.693 by K, so that it is independent on the initial concentration. And you can say for this second order, I want to say passes through the origin. So let us generalize for the nth order reaction. So I want to say T half inversely proportional to 1 by A power n minus 1. N is the order. By using this expression, you can calculate order of a reaction. So this is a simple trick to find the order with respect to initial concentration and T half. So this, if you have this, chemical kinetics, 20% of the chance is given for the half-life. 25% rather, I would like to say. If you get a question from chemical kinetics, yes, there is no question paper without chemical kinetics. So there are 3, either T half, integrated half reaction and Arrhenius. So these are the 3 major points. I want to give you the numericals as well as the theory oriented questions from the physical chemistry. So let us go ahead with some inorganic as well. Let us move. And the next question I just want to present, my dear children, please be alert in the class and ask doubts. Keep discussing with me. This is a live interactive session. A recorded session nahi hai. Radio telecast session bilkul nahi hai. So let us make a two-way interaction, and to have this kind of interactive sessions, you need to go to a coaching center to pay a lot of money and travel along. But your NEET examination is so precious and valuable, and your time is also valuable. So by using this YouTube channel, you can have this expert sessions. So it is free of cost, and you can sit at home and you can enjoy. Okay, Chaube. Now let us see, for the zero order, the half-life reactions come zero order A0 by 2K, first order T of is equal to 0.93 by K, T of is equal to 1 by K, A0 for the second order. First, let us focus on the either zero order, first order ka काफी important here. And in that, larger the initial concentration, larger the T half. And if this initial concentration is independent, T half does not depend on initial concentration. मैं क्या पूछना चाहता हूँ सवाल में, अगर initial concentration बढ़ते जाते हैं and half life भी बढ़ते जाता है बच्चों, and for this zero order and the first order initial concentration बढ़ते जाते हैं, T half का कुछ फर्क ना पड़ता. So that is the real time observation. And you may not be that great as a book bug, and you prepare 18 hours a day, you prepare 200 to 300 numericals from the K, kinetics doesn't make sense, but this kind of captured points makes sense to crack questions in the NEET examination. Agree with me? So those students who are online, requesting you, please like the session, and so that when you click the like button, the like number बढ़ते जाते, so I can experience more josh in the class. Moving ahead, another question. The rate of a chemical reaction increases with the temperature. Yes, of course, it increases. Yeah, most of the chemical reactions, the rate of the chemical reaction increases. So the reason is because, बच्चों, physical chemistry का मतलब numericals करना है. NEET examination is asking nowadays, entire question paper maximum you have 5 to 6 numericals, but rest of this, the theory oriented question, if you are very good at theory, you can do the best in the NEET examination. So let's see here. Moving ahead, how to handle this type of questions. So to handle this, activation energy decreases. Activation energy, temperature doesn't vary. And molecules having a sufficient energy to react. Yes, it is correct. So kinetic energy is directly proportional to temperature. Kinetic theory का हिसाब से अगर temperature बढ़ते जाते हैं, kinetic energy बढ़ते जाते हैं. So that the number or fraction of molecules having certain amount of energy, the fraction is also increased, so that rate of the reaction is also increased. So K is equal to A exponent minus EA by RT. So as temperature increases, fraction of molecules having the same, K by A is increased. So K by A is equal to exponent EA by RT. So this is the fraction of molecules greater than activation energy. So this expression can give you application of Maxwell-Boltzmann molecular distribution curve. Let us see this Maxwell-Boltzmann molecular distribution curve. Here it is the Maxwell-Boltzmann molecular distribution curve. It talks about the fraction of particles with a specific kinetic energy and the kinetic energy. So this is the energy that required to initiate the reaction, that is called as the activation energy. If you see the fraction at a low temperature, this is this fraction. As the temperature is increased, the graph is going to be flatter. When the graph is flatter, and the fraction of molecules are going to be increased like this. So fraction of molecules reacting is going to be, so this is the fraction, बढ़ते जाते हैं ना. So that I would like to say the answer for this question, more molecules having sufficient energy is reacting. So option B is the correct answer for this question. Hope you understand, and this is the application of Maxwell-Boltzmann molecular distribution curves. Mind it here, this is the key point. But show T2 should be greater than T1 ताकि ये ग्राफ का वैलिडिटी होगा. Sometimes you can ask T1 is greater than T2, so ताकि इसे T1 होगा ये T2 भी हो सकता. So that's very important. अगर कुछ डाउट है ना तो पूछना बच्चों. Hope you are enjoying the class. So immediately let us go with the second question. And which compounds of tautomerism? Now the question paper will be given in such a way that questions are random. Questions are random. Now you open an electrochemistry book, you do 50 questions from the electrochemistry book, and you know you are solving electrochemistry, your mind is tuned. Now previous question was chemical kinetics, now all of a sudden organic chemistry में land किया. So everyone, one shot, okay, in one shot we'll do it. And here the most confusing topic for this NEET aspirants is going to be one shot here is tautomerism. So tautomerism का condition क्या? So this is your benzene beta, this is your benzene. Let us talk about the structure of the benzene. Acetone, acetone means CH3, C double bond O and CH3. And you have ethanol, CH3 and CH2OH. And it is going to be phenol, this is your phenol. Okay, which compound will show tautomerism? Tautomerism दिखाने के लिए condition होता है, there should be at least one alpha hydrogen, at least one alpha hydrogen, and there should be a multiple bond. So what happened? There is a multiple bond and there is an alpha hydrogen. So this compound can show tautomerism. Acetone is the answer for this question. So it is going to show keto-enol tautomerism. ये कैसे दिखा सकते हैं? Look at the CH3, simple trick, C double bond O CH3. बच्चों ये जो अल्फा हाइड्रोजन है ना, ये जो अल्फा हाइड्रोजन है, ये ऑक्सीजन का साथ जाना, इसको दे दीजिए, ये हाइड्रोजन इसका दे दिया मैं, ताकि इसका पाई बॉन्ड है ना, इसका बदला इसका दे दे. So that it is going to give you CH3 and C डबल बॉन्ड वो था, अभी C सिंगल बॉन्ड वो बनेगा क्योंकि ये हाइड्रोजन इसके साथ आ सकता, and a single bond become a double bond here and CH3 becomes CH2 here. So this is a keto-enol. Yes, double side carbon. Arey beta, tautomerism can happen here as well as here. Of course, I have taken like this. And this is in dynamic equilibrium, and this equilibrium really exists in the aqueous solution. It may be acid catalyzed or it may be a base catalyzed. And this form is called keto form, and this form is called as the enol form. Of course, keto form is more stable, so the equilibrium always lies in the backward direction. Sonali, I know you, Anuj Gope naam ke. So Sonali, Madhya Pradesh se. Okay, welcome to the session, and I'm expecting you to like the session. But show, okay, B1 one shot a double side carbon hand. Okay, so any doubt, please let us know. And this is how the keto-enol tautomerism can happen. So this could be an aldehyde or a ketone, any carbonyl compound beta, and in the presence of acid or a base in aqueous medium, it is going to give you transfer of a hydrogen from here to here, ताकि इसका double bond बदलने के बाद alkene बनेगा. So this is called enol form. This conservation is called keto-enol tautomerism, and this tautomerism is very important in the general organic chemistry isomerism, and the same application is given in the aldehydes and ketones and grade 12 carbonyl compounds. So any doubt, please let us know. Sonali, Betu is there in today's class? Jack, Chaube. Now moving ahead, और एक question है. For the reaction, A is given rise to the product. The slope of an Arrhenius plot ln K versus 1 by T is. So the questions that you are going to get here, it is exactly matches, and many times it is repeated, the same model of questions in various formats of competitive examinations. ये निकाल के आज session बना दिया मैं. So it is going to be super awesome questions, and still you guys are preparing for JEE, maybe NEET or maybe CBSE, any examination. This is very important. So whenever activation energy, Arrhenius plot, अरे Arrhenius equation आपको बोलना चाहता हो क्या? K is equal to Arrhenius factor exponent EA by RT, right? So I want to say ln K is equal to ln A minus EA by RT. So I want to say this is Y is equal to mx, so mx plus C. So what is this? EA by minus EA by R into 1 by T, and on the y-axis ln K you can take, and C is going to be ln A. So understanding the graph is very important. You want to say gypsum, a plaster of Paris formula, I will give you the plaster of Paris formula. Y-axis है, x-axis है. Y-axis में मैं क्या लाना चाहता हूँ? ln K लेना चाहता हूँ. And x-axis में क्या लेना चाहता हूँ? This is x ना, this is x. 1 by T लेना चाहता हूँ. Now you are going to get a straight line with a negative slope. That is going to be, slope is going to be minus EA by R. उसमें simply graph रट्टा मारने तो कुछ नहीं होगा. Graph बनाना है examination का वक्त में. Are you getting or not? So my answer is going to be minus EA by R is the correct answer. So option सही तरीका पकड़ना है. So Bivan, you want to know plaster of Paris क्यों? So plaster of Paris, as you asked, why should I deny you? CaSO4.2H2O, that is called gypsum, and plaster of Paris CaSO4.1 by 2H2O, that is called gypsum. ये इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं, ये नहीं इस्तेमाल कर सकते. ठीक है बेटा? If you have doubts, please let us know. Now moving ahead, this is your Arrhenius graph beta, graph of Arrhenius equation. Okay Sonali, like हमारा session, perfect, lovely. So I am not giving you a lengthy calculation, rather I am giving you the simple tricks, right? Now in a periodic table, which of the following has the highest electron affinity? Gypsum 2H2O दिया ना, देखो gypsum का 2H2O दिया, देखो that is your gypsum. Yes, this is your gypsum. This is plaster of Paris. This is your gypsum, and this is your plaster of Paris. Mubarak Ansari. Moving ahead, the next question. Which of the following has highest electron affinity? Highest electron affinity in the periodic table is attributed to group 17. Group 17, fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. Electron affinity values is going to be fluorine supposed to be greater than chlorine than bromine. But the thing is here, abnormally the chlorine is greater than fluorine, because fluorine being very small. So my answer for this question is going to be chlorine. See, that's good, Ansari. More electron, Cl has more electron affinity. I appreciate your answer. So there is a trap here. There is a trap. Electron affinity, fluorine is less than chlorine. Electron negativity, fluorine is greater than chlorine. So because of urgency, because of this race during the NEET examination, you may be misdirected. You may be misdirected. That is very, very important. My dear students, I classified the mistakes done by the students. A student can do mistake. Not prepared well, concept clarity nahi ho sakta, and wrongly handling the question and misreading the question is also one potential disaster during the class. During the examination, you have to read the question properly. Misreading can give you a potential damage. So if you get one question correct, +4. If you don't, if you do a mistake, you lost 5 marks. आने वाले के 4 मार्क नहीं आ सकता, लेकिन 1 मार्क उड़ गया. So 5 marks is the loss. Right? You are all with me? Those students who are online, you can please talk to us. Moving to the next question. Moving to the next question. So here, which of the following is an example of Lewis acid? Now it's going to be super answer. So Lewis acid. ये लुईस एसिड है क्या, लुईस बेस है क्या? लुईस थ्योरी का हिसाब से सो एसिड इज अ इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर एक्सेप्टर, okay, is an acid, and electron pair donor is a Lewis base. Lewis acid and a Lewis base. Now your answer is correct, Ansari. So what are the conditions to say Lewis acid? That's the important point. ये इलेक्ट्रॉन देने के लिए इसके पास एक इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर रहना है. So it should have at least one lone pair of electron it should have. Okay, and to accept this, it should have at least one vacant orbital. So electron deficient भी हो सकता है. Hi बेटो, perfect, nice to see you. Now NH3 इसके पास lone pair है ना, it is a Lewis base. इसके पास vacant orbital है Lewis acid, and water is said to be a Lewis base, and CH4 is neither Lewis acid nor Lewis base. So you can say the answer for this A question का हिसाब से answer B होगा. बेतु you said correct, and Ansari आप भी correct है. And you can say which of the following is not an acid or a base related to according to Lewis base theory, CH4, Arrhenius theory, CH4, and it can be a Lewis Bronsted acid. So like that you should have a strong theoretical impact when you handle the questions. So now the molecular mass of a non-volatile solute that gives a lowering of vapor pressure 0.02 numerical, ये numerical का हिसाब से करना है. And when the dissolved 180 grams, when dissolved in 180 grams of water is, so number of moles of the solute is dissolved is 0.01. So simply relative lowering of non-volatile, the molecular mass you can say from the relative lowering of vapor pressure it is said to be, okay, P0 minus PS upon P0 is equal to weight by molecular weight, okay, and 1000 by molecular mass of the solvent and weight of the solvent. Now, the molecular mass of non-volatile solute is asked. Okay, you have to calculate this. And vapor pressure of 0.02 when dissolved in, so in the water, you can say the relative lowering of vapor pressure has to be calculated. WA is going to be 180, and we are going to see the total content is going to be 0.01, okay, and it is going to be 180. So from there you can calculate the molecular mass of this 180 grams. That is going to be correct answer. Perfect answer is going to be C. And moving ahead, it is directly from Raoult law. Now the pH of 0.01 molar HCl. So HCl is going to be a strong acid. So HCl gives rise Hu plus and Cl minus. So Hu plus is going to be 0.01. So 1 into 10 to the power of minus 2. pH is equal to negative log to the base 10 of Hu plus. So it is going to be negative log 1 into 10 power minus 2. It is going to be pH is going to be 2. You can calculate the pH of the various formats. pH of the various formats. Mubarak, it is 2. Perfect. Now, if an acid is given or a base is given, a mixture of acid is given, mixture of bases are given. I am going to give you on the next slide about this strategy to calculate pH. NEET examination, the question may not be that easy as shown here. Okay, so I want to say for a strong acid, pH is equal to negative log to the base 10 of normality of the acid. Na stands for normality of the acid. For a strong base, pOH is going to be negative logarithm to the base 10 of normality of base. NB stands for normality of base. Are you getting this? Perfect. And if you take a strong acid and a strong basis, okay, now that is going to be here. If a strong acid 1, if is a strong acid 1 is mixed with a strong acid B, so pH Hu plus has to be calculated is equal to N1 V1 plus N2 V2 upon V1 plus V2. It could be an acid or it could be a base. Or else you want to talk about strong base 1 plus strong base 2. So OH minus has to be calculated. So again N1 V1 plus N2 V2 upon V1 plus V2. Now from there you can calculate pOH. Negative logarithm to the base 10 of OH minus concentration, and pH is equal to 14 minus pOH. Samjhe? That's perfect. Those students, now I want to add strong acid and the strong base का mixture कैसे होना? So strong acid plus strong base. Okay, इसका normality Na होगा, volume A होगा, normality NB होगा, volume VB होगा. There are 3 conditions when you talk about the mixture of the acids and bases. Bachcho, let's see here. If NaVA is equal to NbVb, so the solution is neutral. The pH is going to be 7. Agree? If the temperature is mentioned, if temperature is not mentioned. Right? Now, let us say if NaVA is greater than NbVb, ताकि इसका H plus ion is going to be NaVA minus NbVb upon Va plus Vb. इसका हिसाब से pH calculate करना. बेटो, hope this logic you getting better and come out of this. अगर ये if NaVA is less than NbVb, so NaNbVb is greater than NaVa, so that बेस जीत गया ताकि OH माइनस आयन कॉन्सेंट्रेशन निकालना है. सो NbVb माइनस NaVa अपॉन Va प्लस Vb. Fine. Any doubt? Please let us know. If you use this logic, any problem as far as the pH is concerned, you can simply handle it. Okay, moving ahead, on an acid and a base react, the heat produced per mole of water is approximately. According to thermodynamics, any strong acid and any strong base gives rise water. So, strong acid is going to give you H plus, strong base is going to give you OH minus, and दोनों मिलके आपका H2O फॉर्म होना है. So, delta H is equal to minus 57.1 kilojoules. So, that is a fact in the thermodynamics. Option B is the correct answer. Veto, right? That's good. If you have any doubts, please let us know. Based on this, number of equivalents of an acid and base will be given, and you have to calculate based on this value. Thermodynamics ka special numerical is there based on this. It is going to be a perfectly aligned question with the thermodynamics. Thermochemistry ka hai. So you guys are giving answers. I appreciate it, and I request you give the doubts as well in this live YouTube channel, and I'm expecting you to ask doubts, and so that we can do the best. Okay, बच्चों, मुबारक अंसारी. और एक अगले क्वेश्चन का, one more, the solubility product of AgCl. So we are with the thermodynamics, organic chemistry, and physical chemistry, sometimes inorganic chemistry. So we want to say this as the answer B. How it is possible? Thank you very much for your compliments, but I want doubts from you. Those who are online, please like this session. You can see AgCl is ionizing to gives rise Ag plus and Cl minus. So let's see, the S is the solubility at equilibrium at saturated solution. Solubility is going to be S and S. So Ksp is going to be Ag plus and Cl minus. So that is going to be S dot S. Ksp is going to be S square. Okay, then the solubility of AgCl is going to be, so from here S is equal to under root Ksp. Yes. So there is no big mathematical gimmick, and you are going to say under root 1 into 10 to the power of minus 10. The answer is going to be 1 into 10 to the power of minus 5 mole per liter, or molarity. My answer is going to be 1. You check it, last 10 years question papers, the NEET examination, the concept versus the logics will be like this only. You don't have to just put your head down, legs up, and do 300, 400 numericals from a chapter. आपको कुछ फायदा नहीं है बेटा. Do less and do smartly, and be confident in what you are learning. Yes. One more. Here it is, which of the following pairs form a buffer solution? So what is a buffer? Bacho, what is a buffer? A buffer is a solution which resists the change in pH. Is a buffer solution. I'll come back to this question. Okay, so buffers are two types, simple buffer and a mixed buffer. So a mixed buffer is of two types, a simple buffer and a mixed buffer. Simple buffer is an aqueous solution of a salt of weak acid plus weak base. Bas. A salt of weak acid and weak base. Right? and a mixed buffer, it is of two types. Let us be classified version. Beto, here it could be acidic buffer and it could be a basic buffer. एसिडिक बफर में होगा क्या, बेसिक बफर में होगा क्या? एसिडिक बफर में वीक एसिड होगा, इसके साथ कुछ है. बेसिक बफर में वीक बेस होगा, इसके साथ कुछ है. ये कौन है? इसका जो साल्ट है ना, जिस साल्ट विथ स्ट्रॉन्ग बेस, salt of strong acid, bus. That is the logic you need to have, the frame in the mind. ठीक है? So strong acid, no, eliminate weak acid and its salt. So it is an acidic buffer. My answer is this: sodium hydroxide salt, ammonium chloride HCl cannot be. It is a very famous question, very famous question. So आज हमारा सेशन में चर्चा वाला क्या, नीट एग्जामिनेशन में जो क्वेश्चंस आते हैं ना, सिंपल मेथड में अटैक करने कैसा है, ये क्वेश्चन करने के लिए आपका दिमाग में ये फ्रेम रहना है. So like this upcoming sessions also I am keeping the questions and answers, and I'll make you to do great in the total chemistry. Chemistry is on us. Those who are preparing for NEET examination, prepare well for the biology in the NEET examination question paper. You give biology the best, not only you, everybody is giving. And physics, it is a game in the air, right? So how to handle the chemistry is the weapon in your hand to increase your score. So you can do the best. Believe me, you can do the best. And you can increase the score, and your race in the NEET examination will be great, and your journey to your dream medical college will be so awesome, and the result is going to be ultimate product at the end. Agree? Betu, Ansari, come on, next question. In electrolysis of aqueous NaCl, which is liberated at anode. So I want to say here two things. NaCl, okay, fused, okay, you are going to get Na plus and Cl minus. In aqueous, you are going to get, see, read the question properly. You will be getting Hu plus and OH minus. Now what happened? Over potential के हिसाब से Cl minus is going to be migrated, OH minus will not be migrated, and Na plus and OH H plus, this is going to be migrated, this will not be migrated, right? So as a result of this, of course, Betu, you didn't like the session. Cathode Hu plus electron gives rise hydrogen gas, and anode Cl minus loses electron and gives rise, oxidation takes place. So at anode I am going to get chlorine. So answer is given, answer C. That's perfect. Bacho, come on. Now your attendance makes a sense for us, and students are solving along with me, and it is going to be an awesome experience. And bacho, come on, let us see और क्या करना है आगे. And one more, which of the following is an amphoteric oxide? So you have three kinds of oxides: acidic oxides, basic oxides, and amphoteric oxides. Acidic oxides, non-metal oxides, are acidic. Metallic oxides are generally basic. There are some unusual oxides which has both acidic property and basic property are called amphoteric oxides. So which of the following is an amphoteric oxide? Vetu? Okay, Ansari, you say Al2O3 is the perfect answer for this. Congratulations, you are doing so good. All the best for NEET examination. And how to handle this? How to handle this question? So no worries, bacho. I have a trick. So it is a general doubt for all the students. It is a list of the oxides. Okay, Altaf Ansari. It is a list of oxides that can give you. These are all the basic oxides. These are all the acidic oxides. And you see beryllium oxide, aluminum oxide, gallium oxide, tin oxide, Sb2O5, PbO2 are going to be the amphoteric oxides. Mnemonics. So NEET preparation के लिए ऐसा तरीका आपको चाहिए. Fine. Take screenshot everybody. That can help you. That can help you for NEET journey. Cheat sheet बनाने के लिए. Take a screenshot everybody. 3, 2, 1, click. And we'll see according to the NCERT. I want to pick group 13 and group 15 as well. So let's see here. And group 13 का group 15 का थोड़ा comparison भी देना चाहता हूँ. Nature of oxides in group 13. You have boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium. In that boron is acidic oxide, weak. Okay, Mubarak Ansari. Okay. Al2O3, Ga2O3 is amphoteric, and An2O3, Tl2O3 is basic. That's good. That's good. Okay, Betu, come on. I want you to see this. It can help you a lot. And nature of oxides in group 15. This is a little controversial as far as the student's perspective is concerned. No worries. So nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth. In that nitrogen, phosphorus are acidic. Baki arsenic and antimony ka amphoteric. Only basic oxide is Bi2O3. Bi2O3. So you will be asked a question in the NEET. The only acidic oxide in group 15. The only basic oxide in group 15. Like that, you will be classified in the various versions. So you need to be psychologically strong to handle the questions based on the knowledge. Non-metal का ऑक्साइड हमेशा एसिडिक होते हैं, कभी कभी एम्फोटेरिक भी हो सकता है, मोस्टली एसिडिक. So let's talk about which of the following is most basic. Acidic, basic. You don't know whether you're solving P block or chemical bonding or acid base theories or periodic classification, whatever. So most basic electron pair donor. जिसके पास लोन पेयर है दे सकता है ना. बेसिक स्ट्रेंथ डिक्रीजेस ग्रुप 15. बेसिक स्ट्रेंथ डिक्रीजेस. So most basic means I want to say it is NH3. NH3 is most basic. Ansari. That's good. Perfect. Lovely. बेतु still you have to click like button आज के सेशन के लिए. DU D7FF ये. Okay. So different names and different strategies, and आप NEET examination को prepare कर आप status भी बनाना है. Now one more, which of the following is a positive iodoform test? Again we landed from inorganic chemistry to organic chemistry. I want you to give the answer बच्चों जल्दी. I want you to give the answer. Make it fast. So positive iodoform test देने के लिए जो condition आता है. So let's see the condition. Methyl ketones and secondary methyl alcohol and ethyl alcohol. So these are the conditions that can give you. So methanol, ethanol, yeah, ethanol, CH3, CH2OH. So this is the trick. You follow this trick. Anything related to iodoform you can crack. This is the trick. So propanol, butanol will not be. So this will not give, this will not give, this will give you. You see the flow in the subject. You see how sir is executing. This is the question. ये क्वेश्चन आंसर देने के लिए सर ये ट्रिक इस्तेमाल किया. आप भी ये मेथड फॉलो करो, आगे नीट एग्जामिनेशन में अच्छा करो, आपको भला होगा. सो अगले 2026 में आप मेडिकल कॉलेज में सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हो. राइट बेटा, यू आर विथ मी? एग्जैक्टली. एंड मूविंग अहेड, और एक क्वेश्चन है, what is the slope of straight line for the first order reaction ln a versus t? ऑलरेडी गिवन. अरे ऑलरेडी लाइक किया, आपका लाइक नहीं देख रहे हैं, देखो एक बार. इफ यू लाइक, क्लिक इट एंड लाइक द बटन. Okay, so that is going to be minus k. So it is going to be here ln k versus time is going to be, so slope for the first order is going to be minus k. So ln log concentration, okay, first order reaction log concentration log a. Okay, so if it is, this is the first order, the trap is here, the trap is here. Okay, D7FF, if I don't know your name beta, so right, there is a trap here. I'll take your name if name is clearly visible. Okay, it is same @D7FF. For zero order kana, you can say that is concentration of A versus T, फिर भी है, slope is going to be फिर भी minus k. See the trap, first order ka, second zero order ka. Right Bitu? Now I want to give you the graph for your better understand. Okay, so concentration of A, time, slope एक ही है. Okay, zero order intercept A naught का है. And you can say the parameter, the difference A zero order, but log A, and it is going to be the first order. So slope is going to be minus k by 2.303. Here it is given ln k, so that it will not come minus k only. So if it is log to the base 10 of A, it is going to be here log to the base 10 of A minus k by 2.303. I'm sorry, fine? That's good. Thank you, my dear students, for your love and affection. And my love and affection should give you the direction towards your NEET examination preparation, and my blessings always with you. And get well prepared for your NEET examination, and make an awesome journey towards your dream medical college, my dear children. Right? Okay. Now, one more question. Which of the following solution will have the highest boiling point? Highest boiling point. Who will give this? It's a perfect, it's a perfect. Thank you. And you see, as number of water half factor is increased, boiling point increases, vapor pressure decreases, osmotic pressure increases, freezing point decreases. This is the trick. I value means number of particles, right? So here I value is going to be 2, I value is going to be 3, I value 2, I value is going to be 3. Equimolar का देखो, सभी का equimolar दिया, I value is going to be 1. So my answer for this question is going to be D. C. And you know, this is the question, kind of question. फिलहाल नीट एग्जामिनेशन में 4 बार पूछा, एंड ऐसे भी क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं, ये भी लॉजिक है. फाइन, दैट्स ग्रेट, दैट्स ग्रेट. Now one more question, बच्चों. Equivalent weight of oxidizing agent of KMnO4 acidified, KMnO4 कहाँ? Okay, KMnO4 is acting as a good oxidizing agent. In acidic medium, N is equal to 5. In basic medium, it is going to be N is equal to 1. And the neutral medium, it is going to be N is equal to 3. So that equivalent weight is going to be M by 5. Equivalent weight is equal to M. Equivalent weight is equal to M by 3. Now it is clearly written acidic medium. It is going to be M by 5. How much time I am taking to answer this? So this is the logic. How to crack NEET examination questions with the simple tricks and the tips. So what is the moral of the story in today's class? Whatever the question, when you answer this question, you need to have some blueprint in the mind. That is the driving force. This is the question and this is the blueprint. It has to give you the drive towards your proper, appropriate answer. Agree? Now you come to know D7FF. Fantastic, fantastic. So और एक क्वेश्चन देने के तैयार है बच्चों? Perfect. Now which compound forms silver mirror test? All aldehydes give Stolen's test. Aldehydes. And the ketones do not give. Carboxylic acid do not give. Acetone, ketone do not give. Acetaldehyde, aldehyde gives. Formic acid gives. Sir, formic acid is an acid बेटा बेतु. लेकिन देखो फॉर्मिक एसिड का जो स्ट्रक्चर है, इट्स ए ट्रैप. यू कैन सी ऑल्डिहाइड का जैसा देख रहे हैं ना, इसी का वजह से ये भी दे सकता, ताकि इसका आंसर आ सकते. बोथ बी एंड डी इज द करेक्ट आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन. That's good. I really appreciate the students who are regularly coming to the class. And especially Betu here is the one, when Nirman series is started, she is regularly coming and getting the subject from us. And not only Betu, many students are there on online, they are writing in the comment boxes as well. And there is a bond between those students who are attending in the remote places in India and abroad and attending the classes in the YouTube channel in the NEET Infinity Learn. And we have the bond. In the previous 2024, 2025 also, many students got attached and emotionally and in the subject wise as well. And they did very good in the NEET examination. And in 2025, celebrations ceremony in the Infinity Learn corporate office, those students like you are being invited and they have been awarded here. And the next 2026 में आपको भी अवार्ड देना चाहता हूं मैं, तैयार है. एक थम्स अप एंड 5 इमोजी, राइट. सो और एक क्वेश्चन है बेटा, which of the following is most acidic? Which of the following is most acidic? So acidic nature, RSO3H is greater than, or COOH is greater than phenol. I want to say carbonic acid. That's better. That's better. So it should give the proper direction. Okay, carbonic acid, H2CO3, and the phenol, and the methanol, and the water, then other alcohols and amines. Then it is going to be amines. Where is this? And it goes like this. Mubarak. So fine here, phenol, ethanol, water, benzyl alcohol. So I want to say A. Most acidic compound among the option A is phenol betu, perfect. Okay, D, E, E7, F, F. I expect you to just click the like button. Those who are online, requesting you to click the like button. So session का जोश बढ़ जाता है बेटा. and here the reversible reaction at equilibrium. ये Gibbs-Helmholtz equation का. Who is going to give the answer for this? Jaldi. Who is going to give the answer? So delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. If delta G is equal to 0, the system is at equilibrium. If delta G is less than 0, that is spontaneous. Reaction आगे बढ़ता. If delta G is less than 0, greater than 0, if delta G is greater than 0, you can say reaction is at non-spontaneous. Reaction is non-spontaneous. The criteria of spontaneity does matter here. Delta G is going to be 0 at its equilibrium. My answer for this question is 1. Question paper, you take the analysis, maybe 4 or 5 questions, maximum 10 questions, medium to hard रहेगा. बाकी जो 35 questions है ना, it is simple, medium or below medium. So that is the total analysis of the NEET examination chemistry paper. Next week I want to give you the total analysis of this paper. Get ready. And moving ahead, और एक question है. We are done from our side. Okay. So if you have any doubts, please let us know, bachcho. If you have any doubts, you can. So I really delighted to conduct this session, and we had a very good impression, and the students participated in the chart, and he given awesome answers and did almost well. And when you attempt any question, you just create a framework in your mind and simply apply that. Let it be so hard question, so medium question, so easy question. Okay, thank you very much. We are done from my side, and signing off, Suresh, Faculty of Chemistry, and God bless you all. And please like this session, share with your friends, subscribe to Infinity Learn YouTube channel. फिर मिलेंगे. Bye bye. Thank you. God bless you.